I just got my period today, and this is another topic we usually don't talk about, periods. Why? Because they are considered dirty or, dirty, nasty, like disgusting. I remember my first boyfriend like always saying like, ugh, when I would talk about my period or blood, and this is how men, not just men, we are conditioned. Even advertisement. I remember, I don't know if it's still airing because I don't watch TV, but there was this commercial about periods and what they would use, like products. Not, I don't think it was tampons, something like that. But instead of blood, they would use a yellow liquid, which looked more like urine. I was like, okay, if it's about periods, why not at least use something red, but make it look like blood, because we don't pee, it's period. And this is another taboo. Like, I used to not have my period for so long because I starved my body and I hated my body, and my body just shut down. And when I came back, after a while, I discovered I developed severe cramps, and I have always heard of women who have problems. I never had them myself, and so I could not even imagine. I always thought, oh my God, cramps, okay, it can't be that bad. But once I had them, I knew it was really freaking bad, and everybody around me knew that, because I would be kneeling on the floor, and I would, really not know what to do. I was in such pain, and I could definitely not work or do anything. And it got better, but it only got better with a lot of work and a lot of healing work that I had to do on my womb, on my belly. And there's a lot of information out there about healing work for the womb, and I think it's really, really important that women reconnect with this part of their body, because most of us are disconnected from it, or some of us are. At least I think nearly everybody who has or had an eating disorder was or is. And actually it's important for us to reconnect to this space, because this is where our power lies. If you're at all familiar with chakras or energy flow, or if you're not into yoga, maybe you're into qigong or Taoism, and you know about meridians, and you would call it dantian. So in qigong, the womb is the power center, and this is where our power comes from. And what I want to say is that we, in the West, we don't know much about it, because we don't talk about it. Talking about cramps when we have our period, or even taking a day off, is a taboo, mostly. There used to be a time when women would gather when they had their periods, and it was something sacred, because it's actually a very powerful time. Yes, it is a time when women are freaking sensitive, and when most of us go inward and are more reflective and are less but more more subtle, more calm, more quiet, because it's a time where we are actually most connected with our bodies, with our minds, with our higher selves. And it's a very powerful time. It used to be a time where women would use their voice and make prophecies or tell the truth or connect with a higher wisdom. And men would actually cherish that. Men would come and ask questions. Men would respect that need for more quiet time, for more introspection. But society is not like that anymore. We are living in a patriarchy for the longest time, and men don't understand things like this. And this is not to blame men, because men can't understand things like this, because men don't experience things like this. And that's okay. What I would love is for men to actually hold space for women, because what I think is the most dangerous thing is that even women don't know about their cycle anymore, their power anymore, the power that lies in their wombs. We give birth from that place. We create from that place. It is that powerful. It's literally giving life, and we are disconnected from our power center. So we ignore our bodies, we ignore the signals we get, we rush through this world because we buy into, we have to, most of us buy into what society tells us is needed, so that we go to work Monday to Friday, 9 to 7, 9 to 5. Mostly it's probably 9 to 7. And that we are not allowed to have days where we don't feel like speeding up, where we don't feel like running around, where we don't feel like being loud and expressive, or that men don't understand, and most women don't understand, that women's bodies are different, and we are definitely connected to the lunar cycle. So there's a waning and a waxing, and there's actually 4 different phases. And once you connect to your cycle, you will see that there's patterns that are repetitive, and that after your period, you're most of the time full of energy, and you can, you're super creative and energetic, and that's amazing. And during ovulation, you're super, like you would love to you're creative, and you can do a lot of things, that your sex drive is super active. And after ovulation, usually, you wane. There's ebb. There's not so much flow. You're more quiet. You need more time. You have less energy, and during your period, you usually don't have much energy at all, because you're not supposed to be super active. You're actually supposed to go more inwards and reflect more, and we don't honor these cycles at all, and this is taking a toll on our bodies. So I know now that my body giving me a hell of a time every period was because I did not respect it at all and its signs. So when it wanted to slow down, I pushed it and I pushed it and I pushed it and I always ignored it. And it's not that, I'm always low energy. No, for me, it's basically usually the first day of my period that I need to rest. And if I allow myself to do that, the rest of the month is amazing. My period is pain-free. I have so much more energy. I'm so much more connected. I'm so much more creative. I get so much more work done as if I would ignore it and keep on going, and the rest of the month is a drag. And that's usually what happens. We keep ignoring it and we burn ourselves out, literally. Because, yeah, we are different than men. Our bodies are different, and we need a period where we can restore